Yo, welcome back to Kai Speaks, bro. I want to say I appreciate all the love and support y'all been showing on these videos, bro. We've been growing every single day on this channel, and that just comes with consistency, discipline, and finding our audience by posting every single day. I really always start these videos off by saying this, bro, just to show my appreciation to y'all as, becoming part of the Kai Speaks community and really just becoming a part of, this lifestyle as an entrepreneur, just somebody trying to become better in 2025 or in the years to come, right? So I really appreciate y'all for all the support that y'all been showing throughout this year so far. We got a long way to go, so stay tuned with this journey, this 365-day journey. Make sure you keep commenting, engaging in these videos, bro. I love to see the engagement in these videos. Whether it's telling me what you like about the videos, telling what I could have did better about the videos, whatever it is, just put your input in these videos because this is a community for all of us to become better, not just myself. So make sure you comment, bro, and really just engage with these videos. But today, I wanted to talk about technically my week so far, but really as an entrepreneur in general, what one thing that I never thought would happen was that, like, and I don't know why I never thought this, but it's having a slow week, right? And what I mean having a slow week, that doesn't mean necessarily that you're not busy all the time, as far as, because this week has been the busiest I'll ever be, right? As far as plans that I have to go out and do and stuff like that, and things that I plan to do throughout the week. But as far as the business aspect of things, like on the business side of things, it's been real slow. As far as day trading, it's been real slow, the losing day, and then the rest have been, break even. Or yesterday, I didn't even trade because it was so slow. And then even getting out of bed, recording this content has been really a struggle to just try to push out content every single day lately. Like, and the Loki comes with having a slow week, so I'm a little bit less motivated. But what gets me through that week is, I'm gonna talk about two things. What gets me through that week is, one, having something having something that occupies your time while you're not doing any business things. Because, and like I was kind of saying last video, that I want to emphasize a little bit more on this video, is that, like, when you're losing at your business, if your business is all you got, you're gonna feel like you're losing at life, right? And you're gonna feel like every day is a loss. You're not gonna be able to win anything, any type of day. You're just waiting day by day to become better. And as you're going through that downhill journey, there's no motivation or light to go up from there, right? The only thing that is, it's just slowly it's going to keep dragging you down, because all you're doing is losing, and you're going to feel like your life is losing. Because if you make business strictly your life, then, and you're failing at it, or you're losing right now at it, then that's what it's going to feel like. You're going to feel like you're losing at life right now, right? But one thing that I realized is that, like, as the entrepreneur, you can have time, you can have the availability to do this, and that's be able to spend your free time with people that you love to spend your free time with, or whether it's play the game, or doing something to make yourself better in a way, like watch a YouTube video or something. Like, whatever it is, being able to just occupy your mind off of the business side of things will get you to that next level, because you won't feel like you're losing at life just because you're losing right now, just because you're having a hard week in your business, right? Last week, going from taking my first payout to now, where I'm, like, trading has been real slow. Content hasn't been, like, I haven't been just the most excited to push out content. Like, it's gonna shift that fast, and that's just how being an entrepreneur is. And this can relate to a lot of different businesses. Like, really, almost every single business out there, at the start at least, will have a slow week. And even if you're, okay, so for one example, if you're a hairstylist, right, and you're a small hairstylist, you might go a week or 2 weeks without doing somebody's hair. You might go a month without doing somebody's hair. You're gonna have slow weeks, right? And that's part of being an entrepreneur. Sometimes you're not always gonna make a certain amount of money in a week. Nothing's guaranteed necessarily, right? Unless you have investments, um, and even that sometimes isn't guaranteed. But unless you have investments in real estate, any type of cash flow, that is really like the only type of guaranteed income or the guaranteed business that's going on. As far as being just like a startup entrepreneur, you're gonna have a lot of slow months, a lot of slow weeks, a lot of slow days, and you're just gonna have to push through them. Honestly, like, the only thing, like I said, like, you could have something to occupy your time, so that way it doesn't feel like you're losing at it necessarily. It's just a slower week, and that's how it's gonna be. And sometimes it's a losing week. That's just how it is. And the second thing that I wanted to talk about, when you try to win the day, my biggest thing every single day is win the day. That no matter what little losses you have in your business, you always will win the day, and you'll feel 10 times better at the end of it. If I just went got up at any time, lollygagging, lost in the charts, not really being able to record the best video, not uploading shorts and this and that, and really have really lost the day, I would be down the whole entire day, probably just a mood killer to even be around, right? And that's not somebody who I want to be, especially since being an entrepreneur has made my life 10 times better. So I wouldn't want to portray that I'm not happy doing this, because I love everything that comes with being an entrepreneur, right? And my biggest thing is that, like, even though I'm working harder than I would work at a job, it's gonna soon become a lifetime of having more free time than I would if I worked a regular job, right? So that's one thing that I really enjoy about it, is just like looking forward to the future. And I love this grind right now, really getting gritty and trying to get to the bag, trying to become successful, trying to really chase my dreams right now, right? And I love everything about it, like the hard work, the struggles that I have to go through, like the slow weeks, the rough weeks, the losing weeks, the winning weeks. Like, I love every single thing about being an entrepreneur. And when when you win the day, though, back to when you win the day. When you win the day, nothing can get you down. Because when I wake up, I make my bed, I do my push-ups. I start getting ready for my day real early, and then I come record these videos. I start trading, even if I lose in the charts. That only takes up 3 hours maybe, if that, out of my day. And throughout those 3 hours, yeah, it may be a loss. Let's say if I lose a trade, right? And then the next the next hours of the day, the rest of the day, I'm having an amazing time. Whether it's spending time with my girl, whether it's playing the video game, whatever it is, I'm having an amazing time because that's what I can enjoy as an entrepreneur, right? Even editing my videos doesn't come as hard because it's something that I love to do. I love posting this content for y'all. I love becoming better every single day for y'all. And for myself as well, like really just being able to show up for myself has been huge this year so far. And it's really been able to show because I've done achieved so much within these 2 months that I wasn't able to achieve in a whole year last year. And that's something that's been huge for me. Really, really, it's just days counting up. But like, for it to actually be the end of the year, the start a brand new year, and I was able to achieve way more than I've ever been able to achieve last year. So it's been huge, right? And I'm still striving for more, right? Like, I'm gonna keep going. Man, this journey has been absolutely amazing, and I've loved every single part of it. And one thing that comes with that is just sometimes you have to take those losses to the chin. That's part of being an entrepreneur, is that you're not always gonna win. It's not guaranteed. You're not guaranteed to have the best month out of the year. You're not guaranteed to always break new highs when it comes to, like, financially or client wise, whatever it is, or sales, like whatever it is. You're not always going to break new highs, right? Sometimes you'll go lower. Sometimes you'll be complacent. You'll be at a break even spot, and that's perfectly fine. But that's what comes with being an entrepreneur, right? Another thing, to give y'all another example, even if you were to be the biggest clothing brand, and you would sell, usually you would always sell out every single time, right? There will be a time when you don't sell out on clothes sometimes, right? Like, that's just how it is. That's how being an entrepreneur is. Sometimes you get moved on from. But the biggest thing about that is that even if you weren't to sell out, you still made a lot of money. You still have made more than people would have hoped to make in their whole lifetime, right? And that's the biggest part about being an entrepreneur. That's what makes an entrepreneur so different, is the fact that when you make it a slow week, it's still going to be a really good week for most people. And for you, right? It's still going to be enough to maintain your lifestyle. You may not be able to buy a new car at that time, or whatever it is, the fancy stuff, but you still will be able to be blessed and have the money and financially stable and financially free at that point, just from a slow week in general when you're huge, right? And that's my biggest thing. As a day trader, my big weeks consist of 2,000, hopefully soon $3,000 weeks, which is huge for a lot of people, right? Like, some people work 40-hour weeks and don't touch 1,000, right? Don't touch 2,000. So for me to be able to make that and that be a good week, my slow weeks right now are probably around 1,000, maybe 500, whatever it is. And my slow weeks are going to be even better when I grow. As I grow, sooner or later, it's going to get to a point where I make 10,000 a week. My slow weeks, it might look like 5,000 or 2,000, right? And that's still going to be huge compared to what I've been making before. So I always have to remember that what I've made, like, working, like, I'm glad that I worked at Amazon and all my other jobs to realize that, like, you're working for your time, right? Like the time that you put in pays you. But now I'm doing what I love to do, so it feels like there's no time to it, right? So I'm doing what I love to do with the grace of God, hopefully being able to be paid later, right? Like that's my biggest thing. I can't wait for that, right? Throughout this journey, bro, I really just learned to just grow and continue to grow, and that sometimes you're gonna have slow weeks, and that's just how it is. I've had a really slow week this week, but I'm gonna continue growing from it. I'm not gonna slow down. But that's really it for this video, bro. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope you make the most out of 2025. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and follow me on my socials at KaiSpeaks05 on Instagram and TikTok. And if you're interested in my day trading journey, follow me at Kai Academy 05, where I post all my trades every single day, with it's break even, loss, or even wins, right? But I hope y'all enjoy this video. Make sure you make the most out of 2025, and peace.